Bop, 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 bop. Let's go, baby. Geeks chat. We're back. It's me and Goosey. We got the PFL finalist, Postman, Dilano Taylor. Let's go. How you doing, Dilano?
Doing great, bro. Better than ever.
Let's go. Coming off that big W against Rory Macdonald. Everybody knows about it because he stepped down. He retired.
Yeah.
Can you kind of break down this whole situation? How did you end up back in the PFL tournament? And what was that phone call like? What was this whole, what was this experience like, this whole fight week?
So I got into PFL via the Challenger Series. They offered me after the Challenger Series. I didn't get the contract to be in the tournament, which is all right. I was like, all right, whatever. But they offered me like a little developmental contract that I can move forward with. I was like, all right, cool. I guess we could use that. Then they told me that they needed an alternate for the regular season, and I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll do it. I don't care. They said they'll pay me to make a weight. I may probably not even have to fight. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I'll go out there, just get paid to make weight. Maybe I fight, maybe I don't fight, whatever. It is what it is. I did that three times. So after my last fight, after I lost to Maga, I was like, dang, I guess like they're probably not gonna need any more alternates because they got the two guys, the two Russian guys to come in. Umalatov's gonna fight, and then if they needed a replacement, they could just bring Maga. But I think Ray Cooper was just already like done with PFL for the moment. Like he doesn't want to. I don't think he was going to cut weight for a fight that he potentially may or may not have. So when they set the venue, they set the venue for the finals or the semifinals to be in the UK 6 months ago. So 6 months ago, everybody PFL sent emails to everybody like that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to have like the venue in the UK 6 months ago. And then Russia was having their war. So everybody from Russia was already having issues with visas, but like that's not really PFL's like problem per se. Like the show got to keep going. So that's how I ended up fighting the first time on PFL. The Russians couldn't get their visas because of the war. Like, all right, cool. And then after I fought, they promised me a spot to fight, somebody else in the regular season, and then that fell through because the Russians came back. They got their visas. I was like, all right, I guess I'll just go, fuck myself, whatever, you know. And then I ended up fighting. I didn't think I was gonna fight, and I ended up fighting. So I fought again, and of course that didn't go my way. So I just thought everything was down and out. And then we go to the UK, and the Russians couldn't get their visas again. It's not PFL's fault. They said, 6 months ago, like this is what they're gonna do. This is how they're trying to run their show. And that's just how that went. And I already had my passport. Opportunity came, and I just seized the moment. So I just went out there, and I was willing to fight anybody that they offered me to fight. On any
Oh
given
yeah.
notice. I took fights on days' notice, like literally. I fought Maga on 12 hours notice, and then Zeffirino, I literally fought him on a day's notice, and then I took Rory on 2 days' notice. So when they called me off to ask me to be the alternate, I was like, okay, cool. And I'm no fool, like you called me to be the alternate 2 times prior, and I fight. Clearly, the third time I'm potentially fighting. It's just about who I'm fighting. So I just happened to be Rory. So yeah, that's how that
And
kind of transpired.
that's awesome. So you mentioned obviously 2 days notice. That's tough game planning for someone like Rory Macdonald. What was your game plan going into the fight?
I didn't really have much time to study per se, but what I do remember is he fought in the last two cards that I fought, and I always go back and I watch the fight cards and the fight films, like for every show that I fight at least. I go back and I watch it because I never got to experience it myself, so I wanted to see what it was like to experience it. So I watched his fights, his two fights, his fight against that Brett Cooper guy. I thought that was pretty impressive because I was there live for that one. And then I watched his fight against Sy live. I was there. And I remember he lost that fight because he went out there and just tried to grapple Sy the whole time. And I just thought to myself, huh, he didn't really throw any good combinations, any solid punches. He just wanted to grapple the whole time. Like he didn't want to fight. He just wanted to do the least path of resistance to the win, you know. And when I seen that, I was like, okay, so this isn't going to be like a war, you know. Like when they offered me the fight, I just thought to myself, all right, cool, this is not going to be a war. Like he doesn't want to fight anymore. But Rory's still a dangerous guy, you know. Like he's still problems. Like he could definitely still take me out at any given point in time. He's good. He's good everywhere. So I just had to really, in the 2 days, I just really had to just sharpen up the skills that I had. Granted, they told me that I would be fighting, not that I would be fighting, but they would need me as alternate like 2 weeks prior to going out there. So I was like, okay, cool. I was already training. I said, all right, cool. Let me just sharpen up certain skills that I would potentially need anyways. So that's what I was doing. And the game plan for Rory was like, not to say like in a bad way, but there really was no game plan. It was just me making sure that I brought all my tools with me this time. Like with Maga, I left some tools back at the house. This time, I didn't leave no tools with me. I packed them all with me to go out there and fight whoever I had to fight on any given notice. So that was actually pretty interesting to come to that realization that I can't leave none of my tools at the crib. You know, I take it all with me.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're in the fight. He's shooting takedowns. It kind of seems like they're getting desperate. I mean, what's that feeling like? Are you dialed at that moment in your head? Are you saying to yourself like, "Oh, I'm gonna get this shot to land right here because he's slowing down." I mean, it kind of seemed like he was, almost breaking mentally at some kind of point, where he really couldn't get you to the mat.
Yeah, when I recognized that I was fighting Rory, my first thought was like my ego was like, oh, he wants to grapple me. All right, I'm out to grapple him and make him like look foolish. But nah, it was more so like making sure like if he went for grappling exchanges, I made sure like I put him in a position like I put him on his back, I put him in a position where like he's just like, damn, I really can't do anything here. Like if I take him down, I'm gonna be in a bad position, you know. So I really wanted to like mentally have him at least understand or at least respect me, respect my game, like that you're gonna whatever you're gonna try, I'm gonna nullify it the best way I possibly can, and I'm gonna like smash that. So next time when we stand up, you're gonna be more fatigued and more exhausted, like that your game plan didn't work, you know, like mentally, if that makes sense.
Yeah, what was it like when you landed that right hand and he drops down to the floor and you look up to the crowd and everyone's screaming and you're going to the $1 million tournament? Does it click for you right then or was it like after?
Shit, it didn't click for me until I got back home. I was like, damn, I just fought Rory Macdonald. Like I'm still like right now I'm still kind of like processing and coming down from it really. Um Giving myself some time to really like take it all in because I didn't really have a chance to really take it all in while I was there. It was almost like I was just in and out. Like it was a mission. It was a business trip. It was a mission. I was in and I was out, ready to just snipe and dip. You know, the right hand connecting was like icing on the cake. It was just like everything that I drilled, and then it was just like me using my timing and my speed to like make everything land the way it needed to land. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So you mentioned you're out there in Wales 2 weeks before just to get that call 2 days before. What was that
I was
time
in
like? Where
no, I was in Wales only a week.
did your coaches go out with you and you were cutting weight that whole week, or was it kind of a scramble those last 2 days?
Well, I got there with my teammates. I went out there with Impa Kasankanai. I went out there with Landon Quinones. I went out there with with my assistant Denise Gallo, and I went there with one of my like little brothers, Sadou Jean Baptiste. So he was out there with me, and that's all I had with me. Those guys, you know, they worked with me, and we all did a little bit. Everybody had their part. Everybody contributed. It was a great time. Um, as far as the weight cut went, like I remember when I got off the plane and I landed, I was really heavy. Like I had a lot of weight to cut. Like but I made it happen, you know, it was whatever. But I made it happen. And because you know me, like I'm one thing about me is like I'm willing to die about like what I'm about. You know, like I'm willing to like let people understand that like if I say I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Like I want people to understand like if I say I'm gonna slap the shit out you, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Like I need you to like respect that, you know. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
it on the line. I feel you. Uh,
yeah,
dude, for this finals match, is this back in Miami at the Hard Rock or Hollywood?
I don't. I was told it was Vegas.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. That's freaking sick. What do you think about this stylistic matchup? You got Sadibou Sy. Is this gonna be a striker's delight, or what? How do you see this stylistically for yourself?
I think it could be a striker's delight, but knowing myself, I'm not gonna leave any tools at the house anymore. You know, like I'm not leaving no tools at the crib. Like I'm not just gonna go out there trying to be one dimensional. I'm not gonna go out there just try to use my ego to make sure like I accomplish what I want. You know, like just to prove a point to myself. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna win at all costs. You know, like I'm gonna use everything that I have to win. All the tools that I've acquired over the years, everything that I've trained, everything that I've practiced, everything that I've learned, I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna make sure like I go out there and make a statement. Like I could go out there and strike with side, but there's no reason for me to go out there and strike with side if I can grapple. I can grapple. I can take him down. I know I can take him down. You know, like I I also understand that like I'm the tallest fighter that he's fought in PFL. He's also the tallest fighter that I've ever fought in my career, but that's irrelevant to me because I train with like giants, you know. So it's not really something that like I'm afraid of. Like I don't fear that. So it's kind of me coming to the realization that like he has to really deal with me in the cage. Like I may like I may be small, like shorter or smaller in stature, like compared to him, but like he's a cool dude, but he has to deal with me. You know, like I got to go out there and you know represent, take what's mine.
Absolutely. So in the fight game, people make a big deal about how electric the atmosphere is in Dublin and London. What was the vibe like fighting in Cardiff, Wales?
Yo, the vibe was amazing. Everybody there was crazy. It was crazy. The energy there was amazing. Actually, like everybody there was so friendly. Everybody there was so nice. Like the whole experience was just insane. Like I've never experienced anything like that in my life before. Like it was actually really dope to be in that atmosphere, that energy. Like it was almost like I was from Wales. You know, like it was almost like I was from there. You know, cheers, mate. You know, like it was it was dope out there, bro. I
Did you guys
loved
go out
everything
and
about it.
celebrate?
Huh?
You guys go out and celebrate?
Nah. So like after the fight, we went back to the hotel, and I didn't really have time to celebrate. Nor was I in the mood to celebrate. I just was so starving. I was just so hungry, bro. I just wanted to get food and just came back and packed the bag. So we have to leave at like 5 a.m. So I was like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna just chill.
Just
Yeah.
hanging out.
So you leave town, not promised to fight or anything. You go out there, get the first round knockout, and come back fighting for the championship. Now, what was the reception like back coming home at the gym, back around town, and everything?
Um, everything was everybody was excited. Everybody was happy for me. You know, everybody is happy for me, and that's great. And I love that. I think I love the most that what I think I loved or what I feel I love the most is the fact that I'm out here actually like inspiring the fighters of my generation, even the fighters that I train with. Like I'm out here like putting like in their mind that like you know the whole message of the postman. You know, you can do
Mhm.
everything you want to do. You just have to really just put your mind to it and just stick to it. You know, like be consistent and really take and really seize the opportunities that are presented to you. You know, I feel like the whole concept of me being somebody that people not idolize because I don't like to have people I don't want anyone to idolize me. I'm not trying to be idolized, but I want people to really see a vision, see an idea, or see a concept, and be able to think to themselves, "Yo, I can do that, and I want to do that." And you know, like I want people of the next generation to really see that and be inspired to want to do something more. You know, and really understand that opportunities really just come and go, and you just got to take the opportunities as they come and go.
Yeah. Dude, you are like the pure definition of that, man. Like taking, opportunities, man. Like, I mean, how it's written out. I mean, every single time they say, "Do you want to do this?" Okay, 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 and then look where you are now. I mean, it works. You're clearly right in the book.
Back to you a little bit. Obviously go out, get it done. You've been getting a lot of hype from the PFL on social media. I'm sure your social media is growing. What's that push been like these last few days?
It's been a great push. A really good push. I would say it's been interesting, like gaining new followers and especially like gaining new followers in Wales and in the UK, because I'm noticing like my fan base is actually like growing from literally everywhere ever since this fight. Like I had people at Sanford telling me like, "Hey, did you know that in Croatia, like they have they just dropped in their paper that they dropped in paper your name, like that you finished Rory Macdonald." I was like, "Damn." He's like, "Yeah, just know you got some fans in Croatia." I was like, "Damn, that's crazy." And then I got like Brazil going crazy, over this news. Like I got interviewed by one of the biggest Brazilian uh, networks in Brazil, as well as like on Instagram. Like they're pretty good, they're pretty big, and they wrote a pretty decent article in Portuguese. I can't read Portuguese, but my Brazilians, my hitters, they told me it was pretty good, so that's good. So,
Oh
it's
yeah.
been very interesting to have that happen, and I think it's dope.
Yeah,
I don't know if the Russian community messing with me right now because
Mr. Worldwide.
yeah,
taking
bro. But
spots, man.
yeah, bro. This is
Hey,
like, what can I do?
you're a great name to push. I mean, what a story to tell. I mean, that's like for the PFL, you're doing everything that they could expect from a fighter. I mean, I saw that edit they made the newspaper. That was sick.
Bro, that was dope.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Let's not. I don't want to keep you here all night. So let me just get one more in, and then we'll get you out of here. How do we see this championship bout going? How do you see yourself walking away with $1 million? Is there an exact way in your mind that you're seeing it?
And what's the headline the day after?
Ooh.
I feel like the fight can go any way that I want it to go, but I feel like it's gonna be a second round submission. Don't know why. Don't know why, but I don't know. I just feel like it would be a second round submission.
Let's go.
It's weird, but that's what I feel. Yeah.
What's the headline?
Uh, the Postman Dilano Taylor claims the PFL title and $1 million after
Ooh,
a second round submission victory over Sadibou Sy.
that
Let's
sounds
go.
good. That sounds good.
From
Yeah,
short notice to millionaire.
yeah, yeah.
Just
Crazy.
say yes. Just say yes. Let's go.
Like that. Yeah,
Just say yes, and then you never know. You might get a little delivery. Sheesh.
delivery.
All
All
right, brother. Yo, you're the man, dude. That's
appreciate you.
Delano Taylor, Postman. We're the Geeks. Thanks for tuning in. You got anything you want to shout out before we bounce out?
Nah, just love you guys. Love the fan base. Love the whole MMA scene. You guys just do you, man. Live your best life. Live your life. Learn to live life and live that shit. That's
Let's
all I
go.
gotta say.
Let's go. We're living. Geeks are living. Postman to the cup, baby. All right.
Let's go.
Be out. Thanks for tuning in.
No problem, bro. All right.
You're the man.